Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Botev, Plovdiv. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Because today is going to be a big day. Something special is going to happen. We are finally going to win the league. Hopefully we can still balls it up. I'm hoping we don't. Since the last episode we have played absolutely no games, and obviously if we just have a quick look at our fixtures, our last two episodes have been pretty bad. Fortunately for us, they've both been in cup competition, so losing the two matches against Milan, losing the two matches against Levski, not been an ideal start to what is essentially the final 6 games of the save. Without further ado then, we are jumping into the first match against Lokomotiv Gorna, a team that have yet to beat us throughout 6 matches so far in this entire save. I haven't actually worked out the maths behind what's going on here. Hold on, give me a second. I say give me a second, even though, you know, it's edited, so it's going to happen now. The most points Ludogorets can get is 18 points from their final 6 games, which will put them on to 76 points, if I'm not mistaken. So we need 2 victories. That is all we need. Or we need 1 victory, and Ludogorets lose. I think our next match, our second match of the episode, is against Ludogorets, so we could actually win. It is. I mean, it's there. It's literally there. If we beat Lokomotiv Gorna and Ludogorets beat whoever they're playing, Lokomotiv Plovdiv, we will then have to play Ludogorets in a title decider in the next match. The starting lineup we will be going for then. In goal will be Angel Milkov, a back four of Bresel Sangare, Zoran Lekic and Veselin Tenev, Lasana Dia and Adrian Michalescu with the 2 central midfielders, with Nedlev, Gueagon and Edwin Gayassi as the attacking midfielders and Martin Zeman as the lone striker. We are still struggling to score goals from our striker. Maybe. So one thing I tried to do, I tried to recall Omar Tape, hoping that, you know, maybe we can register him. We're not allowed, so that's out of the question. Maybe we try someone different. We do have Lukanovic. Has he played recently? I mean, I'm guessing not. He probably hasn't played for a while. He played 45 minutes against AC Milan, got a 6.4, and he's played a very, very kind of bit part for the last few matches that he has actually been involved in. We're starting him. We're doing it. He was our top scorer last season. We're going to start him for this match, and now we need to fix the subs bench. There we go. The subs bench has been fixed. Right, let's go and play Lokomotiv Gorna. We'll also keep an eye on the Ludogorets match as well against Lokomotiv Plovdiv. Our local rivalry. I'm hoping they are... to be honest, I'm kind of hoping that Ludogorets win. Regardless of what happens there, I hope Ludogorets win, and then we have to play Ludogorets and do the business against Ludogorets and win the title in front of them and then lord it around in front of their face and they get really annoyed. Of our final 6 fixtures, we've actually got a relatively simple run. I say relatively simple. All the top 6 teams, obviously top 5 teams that are left, we do have to play. But we've got Lokomotiv Gorna, we've got Lokomotiv Plovdiv. So we've kind of, I mean, by the time we've played Gorna, we should be winning the league, right? Hopefully. 19 minutes on the clock. Lasana Dia with the ball from the throw. And Michalescu, the Romanian, goes for goal from outside the area. It is over the bar. Our first highlight and our first chance on goal is wide. It's not exactly an exciting match so far. Nedlev with a free kick. The goalkeeper died very early, but luckily for him, the free kick went wide. It's not going well. We've had 1 shot on target. Now 2 shots out of 8. Final 5 minutes of the first half. It doesn't look like much is going to happen at all. It's going to be 0-0 at half-time. What is going on elsewhere? Ludogorets, where is your match? You are winning. Temen Zukov with a goal after 6 minutes from the penalty spot, so we do need to really win this game. Time for an angry team talk. I'm far from pleased. Lukanovic, he's on a 6.5. He's not exactly setting the world on fire, is he? No changes at the break. But, as I always say, Lukanovic, or whoever the striker is, might be coming off because they're not performing. Ebert with a cross in from the first highlight, but it just hits one of our players. 50 minutes now. Ebert, our former player. Gueagon steals the ball away, runs towards the goal and just kicks it straight. All he needed to do was try and get a little bit of curl on that, and that might have gone in. It's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen. We've got a throw in. Tenev to take the throw. I'm going to do a demand more. The ball is headed clear. And now Yordanov for Lokomotiv Gorna. Plays the ball all the way across to Ilev on that left-hand side. He's going to run into some space. Plays the ball forward. Tenev is going to cut that ball out. Now the youngster can run forward to Edwin Gayassi. He's got a bit of space to run into. Finds Lukanovic. Stops. Plays it back to Gayassi again. Now Michalescu. Tenev's made a run. Dia gets it behind, though. Now finds Bressel, who goes for a first-time cross. It's cleared by Dimitrov. Nedlev now to Guillagon. Plays it across to Mihalescu, who goes for goal, and his effort is just wide of the post. We are not really getting close enough for my liking. We are dominating this match. Absolutely dominating. And not getting close enough. So Lukanovic is coming off. Zeman is going to come on. I'm going to do one of these, which I very rarely do. Passionately, I've got faith. No, you have the ability to make a difference. He seemed deep in thought. Okay, it didn't really work. It's at times like this where I wish I'd developed like a strikerless formation, because we're clearly getting in the positions. We're clearly having the shots. They're just not very good shots. Approaching the final 10 minutes, and it's going to be a 0-0 draw. And we are dominating them. Tenev's throw to Guillagon, deep inside the Lokomotiv Gorna half, and they've managed to steal the ball away. Yordanov now for Gorna. He's going to run down the left, plays it to Eric Taibi, who I'm pretty sure I had at Dunkirk. Ebert gets tackled by Bressel, who plays the ball into Martin Zeman. Zeman goes for goal, and he's done it. His first goal in what seems to be an absolute age. His 20th of the season. Martin Zeman on the score sheet, putting us 1-0 up with 6 minutes left to play. And it all comes from that Bressel tackle / pass to Zeman. Honestly, I don't know how this is only 1-0. This is ridiculous. There's a corner for Lokomotiv Gorna. They're going to put the ball in, aren't they? They are not. Zeman has managed to get the clearance. He's going to run it out to the right-hand side. I think he's got a couple of options in the middle. Cross, it's in. Gayassi's at the back. He's hit the base of the post, and the goalkeeper went for an extremely late dive. We've got 45 seconds to play. Cross. Oh, my days. They've done it. What is... This is the definition of being FM'd. This right here is the definition of being FM'd. They've had one highlight for them, and they've scored a goal. And it was just awful defending. We are gonna actually throw this away, aren't we? We've got 6 games. We have 6 games to win 2 of them. And by 2, I now mean we've got 5 games to win 2. How? How has this happened? In what world is that possible? You're coming in for training tomorrow. I don't care. That was just awful. I mean, at least Martin Zeman scored. So, that means, obviously, we're still top of the table. We're going to be top of the table for the foreseeable future, regardless of what happens in our matches. But it means Ludogorets close the gap by 2 more points. They can still get, if my brain remembers correctly, 78 points. We need, it's not 76 points. We need 4 points from our final 6 games. We can draw 5 games, sorry. We can draw 4 of the 5 games and we will still win the league, in theory. We do have Ludogorets next. We've got Ludogorets. If we lose, that is a huge cat amongst the pigeons situation. If we win, we do still win the league, because they do not get their maximum amount of points and therefore they cannot catch us up. That's good. It's fine. It's okay that we drew with Lokomotiv Gorna, even though I'm still angry. It is make or break time. This is the big game. A win here will put us on to 75 points, and it means Ludogorets can only get 73 points. I think. Maybe. I'm not quite sure. I don't quite understand how maths works. But if that is the case, and I think that is the case, we will be crowned champions with 4 games to spare, which is just nuts. Absolutely nuts, because our team is very good. We've got a very good team. But for some reason, we never quite seem to pull it together until this season. Only 3 defeats so far, all season in the league. 6 draws, one of which was against Lokomotiv Gorna. Let's do the business against Ludogorets and win ourselves the Bulgarian First League. The starting lineup we will be going for then. Alan Sherry will be in goal. Bressel, Keita, Rusev and Tenev will be the back 4, because Sankare and whatever his name is, I can never remember the other central defender's name. One of them suspended, one of them's injured. I think Sangare is actually injured for 4 weeks, something like that. Where is he? Hold on. Lekic is the other guy. He's suspended. Sangare is out for 5 to 10 days. Okay, he's not out for 4 weeks. We're okay. Midfield partnership for this match will be Lasana Dia and Marco Bulat. It's going to be Todor Nedlev, Stanislav Shopov and Edwin Gayassi as the attacking midfielders, and Martin Zeman will be the striker, and hopefully he can carry on scoring some goals. It all comes down to this. We have not been particularly great against Ludogorets in the history of this save. I mean, we've played them before. Nathaniel, I think it was, scoring a late equaliser for them. We've played them countless times, and they've always been the better side. We are at home. I'm hoping that we do have the home team advantage. And just please get a win. Just a victory will be fine. I will be happy with a victory. Because we'll win the league. That's how it works. Corner for Nathaniel after 11.5 minutes for Ludogorets. Ivanov with the ball. Back to Nathaniel with loads of space. Crosses in. Dia can smash the ball clear. Now Martin Zeman on the right-hand side. Holds up play. Cuts inside. Gets round his man. Through ball to Nedlev. Across to Marko Bulat. And Marko Bulat, the Croatian who signed in January, has scored his first ever goal for the club. And it could be the goal that wins us the mother flipping league. I want to destroy them. I think this is what I want to do. I don't want to just beat them. I want to beat them 5 or 6-0. Is this possible? I feel like it's not, but I would like to do it. If I'm perfectly honest with you, this is a little bit disappointing. We've had 4 shots in 40 minutes. We've had a goal, obviously, but not a lot is happening. Gayassi doesn't win the header. Ivanov heads forward, but Stoyan Rusev, the youngster, can get it. Gayassi inside to Dia. Now Bulat, the goal scorer. Forward finds Zeman in the centre circle. He's got Todor Nedlev in front of him, does use him. Back to Zeman. Runs through on goal, and it's a very strange save from Ranan, but it's going to be a corner. Todor Nedlev goes over to take it. It's towards the back post. It's cleared. And now Ludogorets can potentially break with Bilal down that left-hand side. He's got loads of space to run into. And Marko Bulat is doing a wonderful job, on course to win himself man of the match, I think. Nathaniel's corner for Ludogorets towards the back post, and Tenev heads clear. Hussein, though, gets it. Crosses in. Gayassi heads clear this time. Dejan Kirkez, I believe, is our Dejan Kirkez. And the save from the goalkeeper means that we can calm down. Maybe we can't calm down. Highlight just before half-time. Bulat heads forward to Edwin Gayassi, who's going to run through to Nedlev, and his shot, is saved wonderfully well from the goalkeeper. We are going to see the highlight. Bressel crossed to Bulat, and oh my days, he could have had his second there. Should have had his second, if I'm honest. So for 40 minutes of that match, it was fairly dull. Apart from the goal that we scored after 12 minutes, I'm very grateful, Marco. Thank you very much. You may well have just won us the league. But not a lot happened, really, until the last couple of minutes of the first half, and then it all kicked off. Right, it is 1-0 at half-time. We are currently having our name engraved on the trophy, as far as I can tell. Passionately, I'm pleased. Keep it going. I am pleased. I probably will be bringing off Martin Zeman at some point, and it's going to be Vidalov, because I'm thinking, if old Bulat has scored his first goal for the club, maybe Vidalov can do the same thing. Charlie Cater with a free kick after 50 minutes. Rusev, he's going to go backwards, isn't he? He's going to go backwards all the way to Alan Sherry, the Albanian goalkeeper, with a number of caps to his name now, I think. Rusev back to Sherry again. Now Charles Cater. The Ivorian can lump the ball forward towards Zeman, who isn't going to get there first. Now Hussein to Bilal for Ludogorets. He's cut inside, back to Hussein. Diaz with him. Nathaniel on the left-hand side. Crossed in, headed clear. Now Gayassi can just smash the ball upfield. That is Route 1 football for Martin Zeman. And Zeman, no, he can't score. Martin Zeman really needs to start taking those chances. On the hour mark, there's a highlight. Nathaniel takes it. It's headed clear. It's not a penalty. It is not a penalty. Dia managed to get there first. Velkov, though, for Ludogorets. Long ball finds Ivanov on the right-hand side. Has to go back now. The right back tries to cross it in. It's taken a deflection. And now Stanislav Shopov forward to Zeman. He's only got himself to really play with. And his shot was awful. Again, he's had a lot of chances, okay? He's had a lot of chances. I've had enough of him. Ivan Vidalov's coming on. Score a goal, Ivan. Do it. Do it for everybody watching. Brussels throw finds Dia. Plays it across to Bulat. We're still winning. I'm not quite sure how we're winning. Tenev crosses in. Vidalov's there. He's not going to get it. Nedlev, though, with the ball to Shopov. Back to Lucina Dia. Now Bulat. Now Shopov in the middle. Nedlev goes for goal, and his effort is just wide off the post. We are getting so close. We should have scored 2 or 3 in this, I reckon, at least. We are not quite home and dry yet. Tenev's throw in doesn't find Gayassi. Now Ivanov with the ball for Ludogorets. Bilal's in the area. It's saved by Alan Sherry, and it is cleared. This is nerve-wracking. This is actually genuinely nerve-wracking. Even though we've still got 4 games to play, this is nerve-wracking. I just don't want to throw it away. I want to confirm the league title as soon as I possibly can. We've got seconds left to play. 3 minutes of injury time. It's just disappearing. 45 seconds left to play. Georgiev to Shibota. Now Hussein, edge of the area, goes for goal. It is over the bar. I'm going to do some time-wasting subs. I know it's stupid. We've got 30 seconds, but I'm going to do it. It's probably a bad thing to do. Terzic is going to come on. We're going to do Shopov off as well for Guillagon, just to get some numbers out for some appearances for everybody. We are beyond the 93 minutes. The full-time whistle goes. We are champions of Bulgaria. Why are they not celebrating? Why are they not celebrating? Unless something else has happened. Are CSK still in this? Is CSK possibly still in this fight? Because if they are, I'm not going to be happy. So I can't say, well done, you've won the league, or anything like that. No, I can. You've sealed the title. Well done. If we haven't sealed the title now, Ivan Kochev's going to look like a bit of an idiot. No, wait, I said that. I'm going to look like an idiot. That confirms it then. We are champions. We are definitely champions. Let's have a quick look. There we see it. Botev Plovdiv clinch Bulgarian First League title. We've done the double. What was the other one we won? Was it the Super Cup? That doesn't really count, does it? I don't count the Super Cup. It's a 1-0 victory against Ludogorets, which gives us the title. It's not ideal. It's not ideal at all. Also, from that match, we got £230,000 from Dejan Kirkez playing for Ludogorets 50 games. Perfect. And the pivotal match was a 4-0 victory, apparently, against Lokomotiv Gorna. Fair enough. It's a proud day for the fans. Apparently, according to whoever this man is, Nikolai Kirov, former Botev Plovdiv head of youth development and manager for a season. And of course the board are happy with us winning the Bulgarian First League. I'm not going to end the episode just yet. We are going to play one more match. I'm going to do it more like a highlights match. It's going to be against Levski. We will do the final episode, which is going to be Lokomotiv Plovdiv, Levski and Lokomotiv Gorna. Again, probably the Levski match as well. And that one might just be a little highlights package. It's time for our final home game of the season. Levski are our opponents. Our next 3 games all away from home. I don't understand. We played all 3 matches in this episode at home. All matches in the next episode will be away. Our starting lineup: Milkov in goal, Tenev, Lekic, Keita and Miroslav Svoboda as the back 4. Lasana Dia and Marko Bulat, the goal scorer, are going to be the 2 central midfielders. Gayasi, Shopov and Solev will be the attacking midfielders, and Kominchul will be the striker for this one. Can you tell? Because we're already champions, I kind of don't care anymore. Well, it stays 0-0 throughout the first half. It's been fairly one-sided. We've had a couple of good chances from Edwin Gayasi, had an effort just over the bar, and Stanislav Shopov also had a free kick which went over the bar as well. At the start of this episode, I said this was going to be a special episode, and it bloody well is. Ivan Vidalov, the striker, has scored his first ever goal for the club. He's come off the bench 23 times, I think, now, and he's finally bloody scored. 77 minutes on the clock, and Marko Bulat has put his goal-scoring boots on once again, making it 2-0 with this effort from outside the area. The goalkeeper was badly positioned for that one. 82 minutes on the clock, and we have a penalty. Lasina Dia is the man to step up and take it. Where does it go? It's a great save from the Spanish goalkeeper. The match then is going to end 2-0 to Botev Plovdiv. We are still obviously champions because that's how things work. 24 shots, we had 10 on target. I think we should have beaten them by more than 2 goals. But, you know, that's how this game seems to go for us. With 3 games left to play then, we are obviously top of the table. We are 14 points clear of second place Ludogorets. They did beat Lokomotiv Gorna, a thing that we have not been able to do in this episode, which is kind of disappointing, but also doesn't really matter, does it? We're still league champions. Vidalov finally scores. Finally. His goal drought lasted 31 competitive matches. I don't know how many minutes that was, but that were 18 sub-appearances, 1 start, 6 sub-appearances in the Europa League, 1 start, 1 sub-appearance in the Bulgarian Cup and 3 starts. He got a couple of assists in the Bulgarian Cup at least, but that's just silly, isn't it? That's just absolutely stupid. What's even more frustrating is he's got 1 cap, 1 goal for Bulgaria. So I don't understand. We signed him. He then played for Bulgaria. He scored on his debut. Couldn't score for us, despite the fact that he came off the bench every single bloody week. Just couldn't do it. That is going to do it then for this episode. Next episode, what we might do, actually, we might just do Levski and Lokomotiv Gorna. I'll play the Lokomotiv No, it's a Plovdiv derby. We will not do that. We will play the Plovdiv derby. And I want to win the final 3 games of the season. I want to finish our season on 86 points. I think it's how it'll work. It's not 86, it's 87 points. I want 87 points. That's what I want. Hold on, 87 points. We would have battered Levski last year, and CSKA, and definitely Ludogorets that year. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019 with Botev Plovdiv. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and join me next time for our final ever episode of Football Manager 2019 with Botev Plovdiv.